Hello, my name is Stephen Smith, and I'm the Executive Director of the Southern Alliance for Clean Energy. I wanted to talk to you today about the devastating events that are unfolding in the Gulf of Mexico. First, let me say that our hearts and prayers go out to the families of the victims who were killed on the oil rig explosion, and that we are thinking about the tens of thousands of people along the Gulf Coast whose lives have been turned upside down. The fishing industry, the tourism industry, and the people who are anxious about whether their way of life will return to normal. But I also want to talk to you today about the implications for energy policy and where this nation moves going forward as a result of this event. There are voices out there now that are saying that we can't do better, that we really can't find an alternative to risky offshore drilling, and that we must continue this dangerous practice no matter the environmental cost. I'm here to tell you that we disagree with that. We believe that there is a way that we can not only get ourselves off of foreign oil from hostile nations, which is a vital national security goal of this country, but that we can also end risky offshore oil drilling in this nation. There are technologies today that we can capture. First and foremost, we need to increase the fuel fleet economy of our vehicles so that we can decrease the amount of oil that we consume for each mile we drive. Next, there are technologies out there in advanced, sustainably developed cellulosic biofuels that can actually be brought on in this country to relieve the liquid fuel that is needed for transportation. And we also believe that electrification of vehicles can be a critical element in reducing our overall demand. We don't know where this event is ultimately going to play out, but we need a Gulf challenge, a challenge that not only frees us from the Persian Gulf and hostile nations, but also frees us from having to drill in the Gulf of Mexico and off the coast of the United States. We can do this. This nation has the innovation. We have the potential leadership. We have the technology. What we don't have is enough of our voices joining together, the political will, and citizens demanding that we can do better. This is the kind of vision and leadership that we need in this country. We don't need apologists for the industry to be telling us that this is just the cost of doing business, this is just going to happen, we're going to have to accept it. The only thing that is limiting us from really making a difference and moving forward to a new generation of clean transportation fuels that end our addiction to oil, both from the Gulf of Mexico and the Persian Gulf, is our imagination and our political leadership. So please join with us in not allowing the debate to be shifted about, oh, how we can do it just a little bit safer, or how this will never happen again. This is a freak accident, an act of God, as the governor from Texas recently said. We can do better. We need a vision of clean, renewable energy. We need a pathway forward to get off of oil, and we need to basically be doing that today. Join with the Southern Alliance for Clean Energy, join together as a nation, and let's push back and end this oil addiction once and for all. Thank you very much.